Yo, what's up, guys? Me again, Token, doing my reaction video to what we saw last night on Monday Night Raw, Monday the 1st to May 1st, 2017. So, if you watched my video last night about Payback, I really wanted to have Braun Strowman come out and say, "Hey, I'm the monster now. I want to start wrecking fools, and this is my yard," and call out Brock Lesnar. But we didn't get that, so I was kind of disappointed in that aspect. But it was still pretty good. Later on, Kurt Angle came out and said that they're both in the hospital. Not Roman Reigns is in the hospital with various injuries, and Braun Strowman tore his rotator cuff. So they'll probably be up for maybe a week or so you won't see them right now. But what we kicked off with Raw was the Women's Championship, which I thought Alexa Bliss came out, and a lot of people say, "Oh, she's the bitch, and she's rude and disrespectful and all that kind of stuff." People gotta remember, she's playing a character. That's her character. I doubt she's like that in real life. I mean, she's playing the character. That's what she's doing. She's supposed to be that heel, that person that comes out and says that kind of stuff. So I don't know why else people are like, "Oh, she's so rude, disrespectful," all that kind of stuff. Man, shut up with all that. That's her character. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to be a heel character. So if you watch wrestling, you would know why she's doing that. Again, I told you, she's the best female on the mic. I don't care what anybody says. My opinion. That's what I say. So she comes out, just comes out and starts, getting on other people, everybody. And, finally, of course, at the very end, Bayley gets her, and then all the females just go at each other. My opinion, I think they kind of are setting up a lot of storylines with that match. So, of course, you're going to have Bayley and Alexa go at it. You already have Dana and Emma, those two got a feud, you can tell. But I think it's kind of interesting, too, because you had, at one point, you had Sasha and Alicia going at it for a good long time, which I think that could be a good, little interesting, plot. And I wouldn't mind seeing Mickey and, what's her name? Nia Jax on that. So you got some, you got some little plots you can go, you got some little things you can go with the W on that. Don't know it's going to happen that way, but I wouldn't mind it going that way. Get some other really terrible matches, in my opinion. The cruiserweights, I'm tired of them already. I don't want to see them. They're not any good. Sorry. I don't know. It's kind of disrespectful, I think, in my opinion, to the old cruiserweights back in the day. Like the Shane Helms, Billy Kidmans, the Juventud Guerreros, the Rey Mysterios. To me, those ones where you couldn't. That was some of the best cruiserweights ever. These, I don't know. Other than Austin Aries and Neville, T.J. Perkins, that's about it. That tag team match, or the 6-man tag team match, I don't know. I couldn't get into it at all. Really couldn't. It was boring and just, I don't know. I couldn't get into it at all. Speaking of another thing I couldn't get into, I can't get into Dean Ambrose at all. He's so boring on the mic. He really is. There's so many people that are so bad on the mic, in my opinion. He's not any good. I don't think Finn is any good on the mic. I don't like Seth on the mic. To me personally, there's maybe 3-4 people on the mic that I'll listen to. Like I said, Alexa Bliss, I'll listen to. Bray Wyatt, all day, every day. Kevin Owens, I'll listen to. And The Miz. That's about it. Everyone else on the mic is just bad on the mic. It's bad. And so, thank you, Miz, for saving that segment, because if it wasn't for Miz, that segment would have been so bad. He's great on the mic. That's his persona. He's really good on the mic. And so I really, really appreciate that, and I really like that he's good on the mic like that. So yeah, Raw was really kind of a boring show, in my opinion. So you also had the tag team. So you had Sheamus and Cesaro come out saying why they did what they did. They're being overlooked. That they want to, that they're tired of the Hardys. And this is the new era, not Attitude Era, not the Attitude Era. This is this era. And again, with the whole thing with the Hardys, I don't. Are they gonna do the broken? Are they gonna just let them keep being the V Extreme team? Because you saw at one point, Jeff Hardy comes out and says, well, this is, I can only have one thing to say to you. And he puts the belt down. He puts the mic down. He does. Him and Jeff both do the delete sign. And again, I don't think they can't technically say the delete, but they can definitely do the sign. So I think they're gonna. I don't know. I like the delete. I don't know if they can actually say the words or say obsolete. They can't really say it, but they can do the motions. I don't think WWE can do anything from doing a motion. They can't get sued for saying it. They probably can get in trouble, but they're still doing the delete. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. I hope it happens sooner than later. Like I said in my last video, I think they're gonna wait till they drop the titles, and then they're gonna let both go on their own little run with the elite and obsolete. So we'll see about that. What else happened on Raw? Apollo Crews, I don't like him at all. I don't. I think he's probably the worst character on either show, in my opinion. He brings absolutely nothing. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't get his deal. I mean, to me, he's a typical black wrestler. They don't do anything with the black wrestlers. Only thing they can do is make them heel. That's what they ever do with the black wrestlers. They have nothing to do with those to make them heel. That's what they eventually always do. Like, oh, he's boring. Let's make him heel. So eventually they're probably gonna make him heel, and it's gonna be boring. And Apollo Crews is boring. He could be the worst. Not really talent-wise, he's great. I mean, he has very good physique. He's very talented, but character-wise, he's boring as anything. He doesn't bring anything to the table at all. So I think that could be. Oh, sorry, it's early in the morning here. His downfall, because he doesn't bring anything to the table, and it's really, 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 really boring. See what else do you have in Raw? Can't such a boring show. Just trying to remember. Enzo. I guess I said before, Enzo needs to go away. He's not any good in the ring. Only reason they have him because I guess he can do the little mic stuff, which is really, really boring. Again, he's boring. They should have moved Kaz on let him just do his own thing. They go on singles ring. I think he can be a really good singles competitor. Again, Gallows and Anderson, all they're doing is just a bunch of just Enzo and that's all they're doing. So that's getting kind of boring with him. Hopefully next week with his tag team turmoil, we can maybe see them getting a title shot. I doubt it because sorry. They're probably gonna keep doing with the Sheamus and Cesaro. They're probably gonna have them be the number one contenders, probably again, to face the Hardys. So we'll see what happens with that too. And you also have the main event with Miz, Finn, and Seth Rollins. Again, it was a good match. I really thought it was pretty good. The beginning was very boring because you can just tell that they weren't really doing any big hits on each other, big moves on each other. It was pretty much just a lot of finesse wrestling going on, a lot of kickouts, stuff like that, fast moving Mason. It was kind of boring at the beginning, but then it started picking up a little bit. You get the Miz involved and him doing his stuff like that. So it was. Then you had, which I knew was going to happen. I called it in the very beginning. Probably almost the last night I was calling it, saying, "Hey, they're gonna set up Bray and Finn, and then Joe and Seth. But what really disappoints me, they're setting up Miz and Dean again, because we had that on SmackDown for a while, and they're doing it again, another retread, and it gets kind of boring after a while. Because honestly, like I said, Dean doesn't bring anything to the table. It's going to be all the Miz. Miz is going to carry this whole program. That's what Miz does. He can carry a program. And I just really, 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 really hope that the Miz wins his title, because in his promo he said he brought prestige back to the, and he's totally right about that. I mean, everybody else has carried the Intercontinental Championship. Like, it was just nothing. Dean Ambrose doesn't even. It's sad that Dean Ambrose didn't even defend the title on a pay-per-view. I mean, come on. I mean, it's kind of, he just doesn't bring anything to the table. I mean, maybe because he's only around because he's married to Renee, or I don't know. It doesn't. I don't. I wouldn't buy a ticket to see him. There's maybe, again, 4 or 5 people I might buy a ticket to see. I buy a ticket to see Bray Wyatt. I buy to see Kevin Owens. Diva-wise, I probably buy Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. If I don't know if I said Bray, I would definitely see Bray. If I said Kevin Owens, I'm gonna say Kevin Owens. I like Samoa Joe. I would like to see Samoa Joe. That's really about it to see. I mean, it's not a lot of people. I know. It's kind of weird for me. I know. Shouldn't be yawning on this, but oh well. The Miz I go see. If I already said that. But yeah, it's really, really boring. So I hope that, the Miz does his thing, continues to be the heel guy that he is, and brings that program along. Because again, Dean's not gonna bring anything to it. The Miz will bring everything that he has to it, because that's what the Miz does. He brings his best, his A game all the time. And so that was Raw. I mean, it was kind of boring. At one point, I did like Bray's promo when he was Rick Hurt. I do like that. Again, people think his is boring. I love his promos. I think he has the best. He's the best on the mic. I'd say him and Miz are the 2 best on the mic from either show. Then I put Kevin Owens right there next to them. He's brilliant. And on mic, people say, "Oh, he's so boring. He says the same thing over and over and over and over again." Yeah, it does, but I love his delivery. You gotta remember, this guy's Husky Harris. Back in the day, he would be Husky Harris to a world champion Bray Wyatt. So I love his character. I think he's great. I really hope he brings so much of that program with him and Finn. Again, I think he's out to carry the program. Finn doesn't bring a lot to the program. He doesn't talk very well. He's just like, I'm an Irish guy, and I'm the Balor Club. I don't like it. I mean, I wish they had turned him heel and bought him with Gallows and Carl Anderson. Because you remember, if you don't watch New Japan, that was the Balor Club. It was the Bullet Club. They were in it together. And then he left, and then, things happened. So I hoping they can do something with that. But they probably won't, because WWE doesn't like doing that kind of stuff. Sorry, again, I'm yawning. And the thing with Seth and Samoa, I don't know. I hope Samoa, again, to me, Samoa's got to bring the program. I don't think Seth can carry that program. I don't know why. I don't like him. So that's my Raw review. Wasn't a good. It was a decent show. Yeah, I'm not gonna come up here and say, be like, oh, I've been just watching like I said, I've seen so many other YouTube guys talk about these kind of stuff, and they get so boring with them. Yeah, these are all my opinions. So, so I will check you out tomorrow on the Thursday night me on Tuesday, on Wednesday, talking about SmackDown review. And again, my channel is all about reactions, not just in football, not just with wrestling. I'm gonna bring other things with it. I'm gonna bring football reaction. I'm a sports guy. I love sports, so I'm gonna talk about football, baseball, basketball. I might be later talking about the whole Adam Jones controversy with the Boston Red Sox. I will be doing a video on that later, so look out for that one later today. I'm gonna be talking about that later, and I'm going to be also talking about Joe Mixon and his situation getting drafted to the Cincinnati Bengals. So there'll be 2 more videos I post today. So I promise I will get those 2 out before the end of the night. And I hope that you continue to watch my videos. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, love, and happiness.